Hi, this is Hilde from Gecko Boxes. In this video from today I want to show you how to make the second level box. The second level box is a little bit more complicated than the beginner's box because of the higher lid and the inside box, what we call a neck. And I'm also going to show you how to do the dividers. In the first video of the beginner's box I showed you how to cut the cardboard and how to glue. I have cut my pieces already and the measurements of today's box are 16 by 16. This part is 5 centimeter high and that part is 2.5 centimeter high. So the part for the base of course have to go all on this one, and I'm going to glue first the two longer ones. Today I use different glue because I'm home in Holland, and at home in Holland I have different bottles because in Accra in Ghana you cannot get everything. Ooh, that's a blooper. Anyway, there it comes. So I was saying that in Ghana you cannot get all the similar things, but you can get different things, which are fine as well. So I'm gluing this one. First I show you, line it up from corner to corner flush with the sides, and while I stroke with my finger along the edge, I can feel it is nicely flush with the edge. Whoops, stay there. This one. There we go. It's a little too much, never mind. I'll put it on the next part. Flush with the sides. The opposite parts first. And then side panel number 3 will keep everything in place. This is just Hobbycraft Bostik. It's fine. It's a perfect glue and it holds it all well together. So the number 3 panel, I have to put glue on all 3 sides. So there's 1, 2 and 3. Sticky fingers. Now this one goes out a little bit so I can squeeze this one in. Put it on top of the base, and then everything nice and flush in line. There we go. Just push it down a little bit, this one together. And always take away the extra glue to avoid, now I still have this glue here, I can still use it here, but all the glue that comes out, peeking out on the edges, just take it away to avoid little bumps in the fabric. You don't want to see that when you've finished your box. This one goes in. So, here we go. And for the lid, we are going to do exactly the same. This one, hold it here, just to dry. Now when you see it's not staying together, just put some more glue in between right now. So now I do the lids. Let me see which parts are the longest ones. The longest one I do first. With a square box it's always a little tricky. A little bit on the edge. Now I've showed you on this part, I was putting the side panels on that side, but now I'll do it on my side because that's a little easier for me. Now, just squeeze it in. Have to clean my hands just with the wet cloths. Easy. It's water-based glue, so it's easy to clean your hands just with that. Now I've glued these together. And this is the box without fabric. Alright, I'm going to show you how you have to measure your fabric in order to be able to cover it around. We use one whole piece. This one goes to the sides. With African fabric it's very interesting that the front and the back is almost the same. Sometimes you have to really look, oh, what is the front, what is the back, and then I use the words on the edge of the fabric. Put your fabric wrong side up. Okay, now what you need to do is to have enough fabric on the side to be able to fold it in. For the base of the box, you only need to fold it in just a little bit, not all the way down, because there is this other piece of the box coming in front of it. For the lid instead, you have to bring the fabric from the back to the side all the way in until it touches the base of the lid. So for this part you need quite a bit more than compared to for the bottom part. Knowing the base is 5 centimeter high, you need an extra 2 centimeter on top of that. So when you place your box on the fabric, you can simply wrap it in and see how far it goes in. So how far you can stay away from the edge. If I show you this way, you can see how I am going to do. This is a little narrow, so I place it a little bit further. This is fine. Okay. For the side of the base box, I do exactly the same. This is too far, and this I have enough. If your fabric has a design you want to have on the lid, you place that part on the lid first. So for example, this part I want to be able to see on the lid. It has to go like this, something like that. Then you start placing the box on the fabric like this. Now, as I mentioned, you need to have enough extra fabric to be able to fold it inside, and this is just fine, more than enough. And then on the side you do the same, more than enough fabric. Now I like to have, let me see, I like this, yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do, I use my pencil or a chalk pen, and I also have another chalk pen. roller with chalk, I'm going to mark where the box is going to be. It's like this one. Now when your fabric is quite darker color, this pencil is not easy. So it's good to have a lighter color. So as you can see this square on the fabric. That is where the lid is going to be. That is one. What I do next is I place the base of the box on top of the lid. I take care, the lid is carefully in the center of those lines. Now, I'm going to rock the box further down the fabric. And I keep the two pieces together, and with my marker, where is it? Right here. I'm going to go along the outside. Mind you, this is just an indication where the box is going to be. I need one more piece, and that is going to be here. Doesn't matter, I just place it in line with the lines that are there already. And I do one more time. So I have penciled 3 parts of the box. See, 1, 2, and 3. For the lid, I need extra fabric to the 3 outsides of 2.5 plus 2.5 and an extra of 1 centimeter, 6 centimeter. So I just take my ruler and mark 6 centimeter here. That is about 2.5 inches. 1, now I'll just leave this here, so this is too much fabric. For the base, you need 7 centimeter extra. 5 centimeter plus 2 to fold in. So I mark 7 at the base part, and here 7. I do the same on this side of the base. I mark it at 7. I mark it here at 7. This is the lid. I only need 6 and 6 here. Now for the back part of the box, we don't need that many centimeters. It's just a little bit, but that's when we work, we will trim it down to the desired width. This is one. Now for the at the base of the box, I also need 7 centimeter. I mark it here, and I mark it here. That is here. At the lid part, at the end, you just also need 6 centimeter. I can trim it away later because this is the edge of the fabric, so I leave it. So I know, oh wait, I have to mark this one at the base, and then I can cut the fabric. So never cut on the lines that were the outside of the box. That is just the indication where the box is going to be glued. You need to have extra fabric all the way around. Now I'm a quilter, so I can use my quilting tools as well. I can cut it with a scissor, but I can also use my rotary cutter, which makes it a bit faster to cut it out. And I have a small plastic ruler. Here's my small ruler, which I use to cut it out. And when I cut, I prefer to stand up, so I can use more power. And I go here, and then I go to the 7 centimeter, and I cut it out. So you can do this easily with a scissor as well, it's not a problem. It's just because I have the tools, I like to use them. This one is all extra. I can cut. So you always mark on the wrong side of the fabric. So this is what you need to cover the outside of the box.